Hey everyone, Bear here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream. Today we are finishing out the MX-5 challenge and we will begin Super Sedans. I don't know if we'll complete it. We're going to do a 2-hour session roughly. So whatever we get done in 2 hours is what we get done. I'll include practice at the beginning just to get warmed up and probably for the first race the Super Sedans. And then I will go right into the racing and that's the deal. Stream number 7 for this game. So we'll mute real quick, see what my dog's doing. He's over here making a racket. It might have been audible on stream, so I'm sorry about that if it was so. But yeah, so let's go right through the intro. I've been enjoying Forza Motorsport so far. MX-5 challenge, we are 3 out of 5 just for reference. Let's go to career mode. You can see, yeah, we have 3 out of 5 races done, and then what I want to do next, as mentioned, is Super Sedans, which I have not touched yet. So we'll pick a brand new car and all that good stuff and start building it from scratch. And yeah, 7 streams in, we've barely put a dent into it. We've completed 2 and 1 out of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 out of 5. I wonder if they're all 5s. So we have a long way to go, but I plan to keep this on the channel indefinitely. Maybe until I at least get bored of it. Yeah, there's 5 times 5, right? Yep, 5 times 5 is 25 total series to complete. I don't know, like I said, it'd take absolutely forever to do them all, but I might, you never know. But for right now, it's going to stay weekly. Indefinitely, I don't have any plans to change that for the rest of November at least. Probably even December, but it's an excuse to use the wheel, you know what I mean? So that is that, but instead of rambling on, going on a side note, let's zoom through that intro so we can get into the actual gameplay. Here's our schedule real quick. Note, I did not have a chance to update it. Yesterday we skipped MW3. I'm sorry about that, but I had a long day, long afternoon at work, this and that. And then I went out to a NBA game at 7:30. Had to leave, before 7:30. You get the idea. So yesterday we just didn't hold a stream. We will not be making it up. Really sorry for my dog in the background. He's just like going around shaking, sniffing stuff. I don't know. He's bored. He's probably waiting for Electrovolts to get home. Now he's stretching. So, yeah, today Forza Motorsport running 20 minutes late, roughly, it seems like. Let me see how long we've been live. 2 minutes 40 seconds is 2:55, so yeah, right around 4:50-ish is when we can call it. And yeah, we'll do about 6:50, I guess, 6:45, something like that. Tomorrow we got Counter-Strike 2, Flex at night, TBD. 2 Flex on Saturday. Thinking of doing Modern Warfare Zombies and Ground Branch. No runner Saturday night, no stream Sunday. Bringing back the screen. Plan for the game. I think my goal I mentioned was going to be 500 gamer score. So I think we can get it. So our goal is going to be 500. I doubt I'll go for 1,000. That might change with time, but it's going to be 500 for right now. And yeah, so like, sub, link, subscription, thegamersociety.com, Discord. Razer stores, I'm Razer Streamer. Rep Sports with a coupon code TGS, 15% off. Check it all out. Setup is in the description, including our wheel, G923. Been using the paddles for this game, especially because you got to be quick to shift, especially in the higher difficulty settings. And random chat. It's not much to it. I already mentioned what I did last night. Today, just stream, game, and non-work as I call it. Gonna do some TGS stuff, taking it. Some online language class stuff, blah, blah, blah. Tomorrow's Friday, though, so I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be watching a movie on Netflix. I'm brain farting the name. If it comes in my mind, I'll bring it up. Probably get some delivery. Still haven't decided what movie I'm going to watch Saturday, so I'll have to think about that as well for my solo movie night. And that's all I got, so let's go back to Enthusiast. Get this booted up. So we are going to Homestead Miami Speedway. Actually, I have to go there in a few weeks for work, but not for racing. And just for one night, so we'll probably miss 2 streams. It is what it is. So I got 650 points available for customizing. I don't even know if I want to touch the car. I'd rather. Our CP for the car only. Okay, car point can only be used to upgrade a specific car, so we might as well spend them. I just wanted to make sure. The movie I'm going to watch is No Hard Feelings. I was peeking around on the Netflix app. That's what took me so long. People seem to like it, so I figured, why not? The race brakes on there. Actually, we're 50 short. What can we do? Let's just go to a filter. Gain a lot of traction. We sacrifice just a little bit of power. Homestead Miami Speedway Road Circuit. Haven't played since Sundays.
For the final bend on Homestead, stay far left.
Did some online on Sunday,
to avoid unsettling the car.
but at least up to 2 times, maybe more, I was like hit by people doing the races just because it's online. The first time I played, we didn't have that many, maybe some minor bumps, but I got slammed into a wall and then I was thrown into the grass another time. Just by people who don't know how to play online Forza. Alright, so let's get warmed up with the practice laps. Just to get going. Over here, everyone's having a good Thursday, a good week so far. My week's been mostly pretty solid. The only downside was skipping the stream yesterday, but it happens. Not often, but it happens. With the tires, this car feels a lot more concrete. Running traction stability off, simulation like everything but ABS on, and obviously I got on the turn lines. I only play 2 hours a week. I used to play with it off entirely, but over the years I realized it's worth just keeping it on, especially for corners if you're doing like Horizon online racing, because one mistake and the entire race is over, so might as well avoid it. Sometimes the line's wrong though. I've had green lines that got me in crashes, and I've had red lines that you can just floor it through the whole thing, so not the most reliable system. Look at Molly over here. Tried to push it a little bit hard into that turn. Since we're in the practice laps, now's the time to mess up. Major shout out to Main's Food Reviews. Caught me completely off guard. I just saw the blue icon in the chat pop up. Greatly appreciate it, Main's Food Reviews. Hope you're doing well. For anyone who's into foodies, or just want some general food reviews, check out Main's Food Review. I was by his live stream the other night. I think it was like somebody's birthday stream special. Major thanks to MFR for being a long-term across-the-board supporter for this channel. What is this guy doing? I think he had a drinky poo. I mean, it's an AI, but still. Yeah, definitely MFR. I'm usually a pretty busy guy, so I know we have fans who have channels and supporters, and I try my best to stop by when I can, but long story short, I work full-time cybersecurity, remote, but still full-time. Then I stream part-time. Then I got a house, a dog. Then there's my fiance. Then if I mentioned the online classes, TGS outside of stream time. Basically, anytime I stream is legit my free time, at least till the weekend. Then yeah, the true free time begins, which then I spend a bunch of it streaming. But #1 favorite hobby in life, gaming. #2 is probably my real life car, so I call it my real life Forza Horizon car. It's an older gen Audi S5 with a bunch of Forza style mods on it. My most recent being I retrofitted an RS5 trunk conduit, so it's the trunk with the active spoiler from the RS5. Found the totaled one, bought it, had it installed. Now I have an active spoiler on my car. It's pretty awesome. I actually just had to buy the VCDS, which is like mechanics use to check the codes on the car and stuff like that and modify, you know, this or that. And I use that to make the spoiler more flush, so it was pretty cool. It's actually installed on the gaming laptop I'm streaming from, so gotta see what else I can do with that. I think there's built-in like lap timers and stuff. If you ever want to go do some laps at the track, it'll actually, you know, show you your times, which is pretty cool. I've been pretty good at MFR. I was on vacation down to Mexico a few weeks ago. That whole week I took off, then got back and just back to life at this point. Wet mucus. The dog's itchy, I don't know. Probably found like, he's like allergic to like a few things like bread. A few other things. I'm guessing he found a breadcrumb somewhere or something because he just itching today. Could also be the weather, I guess. Good old dog with allergies. We have stuff to give him, but not worth it unless it's bad, you know what I mean? Which is not very often. He's allergic to chicken, that's the one I was trying to find a word for, surprisingly. But not the first time I've heard a dog's allergic to chicken, so he can't have that. No! We're on the practice laps. I don't feel like rewinding. I'll just keep driving. I was getting carried away. I'm just kind of gunning it the whole time, so it was bound to happen, but it feels really comfortable to drive. Gotta be aware that that'll happen. Let me try and catch up on chat on this end of the lap. Nice MFR. As per dinner, I think I'm having some type of salmon platter. I'm trying to eat healthy tonight. Last night at the game, they had like we went to a suite. My fiance's company invited us, and we went there, and they had like a food buffet that was all free and drinks, so kind of spoiled ourselves with food. It's like build your own cheesesteak, build whatever you want. They had chicken tenders, fries with cheese dipping sauce, a bunch of stuff. So I ended up stuffing my face with a bunch of random custom built sandwiches that I later regretted having because I had like quite a few things. But hey, it was free. Tomorrow night I'm getting, the weekend for me is always the big grubbing time. Try to eat healthy most days of the week. I don't think we need to modify anything else. Trying to think what else we have to do, but just my first race of the day. Let's start in 8th place. Give myself some leniency. But yeah, my real life car, going back to that, I mentioned the RS5 retrofitted trunk. I also have, just thinking front to rear, I have a carbon fiber front splitter, carbon fiber intake, got a exhaust system with downpipes, I got a stage 2 plus tune with a stage 2 plus pulley system, transmission tune, wheel spacers, super sport tires, I got a boost gauge in the car. Upgraded the indoor handles to be the RS5 model as well. Obviously it's tinted. Got, what else I got? I got a carbon fiber rear valence. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I didn't cover. There might be. I have way too many mods to really remember everything on the top of my head. I need to like make a list nowadays. Well, that's quite a bit of it. Next few mods, probably gonna paint my rims. Going to maybe do an intercooler, do some headers. I think I'm gonna redo my tint to ceramic because it's like 10-year-old tint, so it's starting to slightly fade. They say it doesn't fade, but it does if you actually look it up, especially if it sits in the sun a lot. And been considering custom roof liner, but getting like Alcantara or something costs a fortune. As much as I would love to do it. Let's get the race underway though. For those who don't know, Alcantara is like the suede by Audi, aka Audi. Audi is the real way to pronounce it, but in the US, pretty sure everyone just says Audi. Sorry to go quiet on comms, but just getting focused because this is not the practice anymore. We do have rewind, but I don't like to use it much unless I have to. But there's no reason to lose a race in a game like this with a rewind, so if you have to, you have to. Some people never rewind, but screw that. I'm not trying to redo this whole race in a 25 series game. That means 25 times 5 is like 125 races. We've done like 15. Actually, I think around 18, right? Completed 3 already. Done. This is my 4th race in the series. 4 plus 15 is 19. So once we're done this, we'll have completed 19 of 125 races. How many laps? I got 5 laps. All right. I feel like this game, I don't know if I'm wrong. It feels like they didn't make endurance races. They could be hidden somewhere, I just haven't found them yet, but it feels like they have not made endurance races. They made more so, because they used to have the races with like 3 laps, and they used to have the races with like 25, if you know what I mean, in between. I feel like on this game I haven't seen that like 25 lap yet. Maybe I'm wrong, because I'm barely into it, but I feel like they just made a bunch of slightly higher than what they usually would have lap races. Of course, my controller, every time I play this game, this happens. So I'm running a G923 wheel. I'm gonna wait till the audio kicks back in. I'm sure you can hear me. I see the bars going. That distracted me, but that's okay. We're 2nd place on lap 1. There we go. But yeah, I'm using the G923 wheel, but for audio and commentary, my setup goes through the controller for console, so I could have just did a direct plug, but then I wouldn't get the game audio because I'm playing on Series X, so I guess I could through the Elgato, but then it complicates. Not that much, but it's a lot easier just to do it all through this. And so I'm playing on the wheel. I got the controller running in the background, but if you don't touch your controller for like 20 minutes, it basically just turns off. The only reason you can still hear me is because it's still in the shut-off phase when I turn it back on. So when it fully cuts off, then you lose me as well. It's a 3-way cable. One to the computer where I have a USB sound card for it, since for some reason my normal sound card doesn't sound that great with it. One to the controller, into the controller module, and then one into my headset. Miata, Racer Lifestyle. Reading that, I kind of slipped off track there, but you know, the game didn't penalize me. It understood. Gonna try to keep up. Shout out to Bad Stuff Gaming. What is up? Welcome to the stream. well, I'm personally a European car fan through and through. I actually test drove a Miata long ago, and it was pretty fun. That, I'm talking like a decade ago, but it was a new car back then, if you know what I mean. So went to the dealer. We just felt like test driving it. You know, was one of those people. Took it out, had some fun with it. Yeah, took some curves. Doesn't compare to my personal car, but my personal car is modified. Unfortunately, to answer chat, this is, I'm just doing career mode today. I do online sessions, but had some annoying other players last week, so decided to not do online today. But I play this every Thursday, so next week I'll probably do online for half and career for half. My goal is to try and do as many career races as possible, but I also like to do the online. I wish the online system was like it used to be, though. Nowadays, you gotta qualify for the race and all that stuff, unless you do a private lobby. It's just like, let's just have a mode where you vote for a map. Whoever's the host sets, like, you know, the laps and stuff. You just hop in. Enough 20 minutes of warm up and do an online race where someone hits you in the first corner. My first ever multiplayer race in this game actually was in first place for a majority of the race, and then my tires got worn out, and on the last lap I slipped on a turn and went into the dirt, and that was it. And someone was hawking me. Then my second race, I think I was in last place because I tried starting with soft tires, but then I had to pit even though it was a short race, so I just pitted anyway. It was like, whatever, I'm losing either way. And my third and fourth races weren't too bad. Third race, I think I did really well. I forget if I was in the top 3 or top 5, even though someone rammed me in a turn. And then the last race, I think I rage quit because people just didn't know how to drive. You'd be like taking this turn to get corner rear-ended, end up into the wall to your left. YouTube chatting and driving over here. Gonna crash. Honestly, this car just has the intake filter. I took off the full-on intake I had on it in the game to upgrade my tires. But I'll put the custom intake on after the race, because we have one more race in the MX-5 challenge. Interested to see how super sedans go. I'll get a little bit more powerful cars that'll want to do a pendulum swing on you at the return. We're just going to make them more controllable. Sway bars, springs, or coils, I should say. It's one thing I got to actually upgrade on my real life car. I did sport springs. While it makes it look good, and it's nice if the road's not crappy, on like crappy roads, it's a little bit more bouncy than it used to be. So it can get annoying because I live in the major city, Pothole Palooza. You get the idea. And I want to get coils on it, but I have the adaptive suspension where you click a button and you can make the suspension soft or hard depending on what you're driving. I just leave it in sport mode all the time, so it's always on the tight settings. But if you want coils that do that, they cost a fortune. So I've been on hold for that for a while. Especially because a few weeks ago my car was in the shop to get some dents repaired. And then I had a RS5 trunk retrofitted on my old RS5 to get the active spoiler on, which meant I had to run cables from up near the shifter, all the way underneath the seats, the console, all the way back to the trunk, and install that whole setup. But it was worth it, it's awesome. You can imagine it cost a fortune. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to do that stuff myself these days. So I just get the certified shop to do it. Don't want to take a gamble on some random cheaper shop that somehow mess it all up. Next thing, my electrical system's broken. I think so, to answer chat. I've only driven a few Hondas in the game. I know they have that sport Honda they make you use for the qualifying events for multiplayer. Maybe that's the one you're talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. My car's as much as I'm not a fan of Honda, no offense to anyone who likes Honda. Just that car was actually pretty good in the game. Easy to control, decently quick. I didn't even realize we were on the last lap.
Nicely done.
Thank you. So we got intercooler, weight reduction, aspiration conversion. I did the opposite of a weight reduction when I had the trunk upgraded on my car. So it went from a normal trunk to a trunk with an entire active spoiler on it, which includes a module, a motor for that spoiler, because you press a button and the spoiler goes up. You press it, it goes down. More wiring, blah blah blah. But whatever. I have about 450 horsepower in my real life car. I have nowhere to use it because I live in the major city. I used to live in the suburbs, where we had a lot of nice, chill, awesome roads where you could actually, enjoy your car. Down here, though, you can go between lights. That's about it. We're going to Virginia International Raceway. I'm going to skip the practice laps for this, so my warm-up will be the first lap. Let's grab those. Just gonna put the race. I only have street for the rear. Don't love the other wings. That'd be nice, but we can't afford it. Let me see. I guess we sacrifice these upgrades. See what happens if you reduce both of them. We're 25 short, really? What the hell can we change for 25 points? Get rid of the hood or the rear bumper. Kind of want to leave them though. So I'll go back to the filter. I'd rather have an exhaust than a filter, hands down. I didn't see. I can paint them geez, I was gonna say orange. I can paint them carbon, but I didn't see any carbon upgrades there for this car. Unfortunately, maybe there was a way to paint them. I didn't notice it, but I know in the paint you can, obviously paint. I guess you can't paint the bumpers individually. You can't paint the hood. I have a bunch of carbon on my real life car. Front splitter, rear valence. The interior has the carbon inlays, but what I really want, well, what I may not, I don't know if I want it yet, is since I got the active spoiler from the RS5 on my car now, you can get a carbon spoiler, but I don't know if it'll look weird because I have a black car. While carbon and black go great together, the active spoiler, is built into the trunk, so when it's not up, it just lays flat with the trunk. And I don't know how that will look just having this random, somewhat rectangular shape on my trunk, carbon. I mean, I guess it couldn't be that bad, but for some reason I couldn't find anybody online who did exactly that combo. Someone mentioned it, said it was subtle, and you really don't notice unless you're in like a bright sunny day, but while it's sitting up, it would look awesome being carbon, but when you put it down, it's my worry. But you never know, I might give in. Actually, I have an Insta for my car. and I sometimes post it on our Insta stories. So if anyone's interested, just hop on there. I'm going to be doing a new post for it soon. I'm going to do a trunk picture drop soon of all the trunk pictures. I've been slacking on my personal social and the car, so I have a picture of it parked up downtown that I want to post. And then I will do my trunk debut. As long as it lets me put a few pictures in a video together and put a bunch of different angles. Also show the spoiler going up and down, so I have a few videos of that. Like our Arnold exercise video. But don't want to click it too much, not trying to break it already. Just got it on. Trying to play bumper cars, bro? Yep, someone rear-ended me. Come on. Can I rewind? Rewind. You see this guy in the blue car behind me? I just slammed the brakes on him because that guy, man. Dang it. Dude, what are y'all doing? Look, he's pushing me. I gotta do something real quick, and then we will go ahead and probably just restart. I mean, we're only in 6th place, I guess. 5 laps ago, we don't need to, but starting at a disadvantage because Blue over there doesn't know how to drive. That's what it's like when you play online sometimes. And it's how it used to be all the time, so I just stopped playing multiplayer and FM7. I've been streaming since Forza Motorsport 4 or 5 on this channel. Alright, I was just gonna catch him, just so I can ram the crap out of him. But let's not waste our time. Just let it go. Goose Flaba. Good old anger management movie. Posted in chat my car's Instagram if anyone's actually interested to go. Again, the trunk pictures aren't there, but they will debut. I'm gonna make a note real quick. I have a sticky pad here. S5, Instagram post. Just put an I. Good enough. I don't share my personal because I keep my personal stuff separate from streaming for obvious reasons. You make it big one day, you don't have a choice, you know, all your info gets out there, blah, 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 but when you're small, it's best to just lay low. Like that Eric Clapton song, lay low. Obviously, I'm joking. Close enough, close enough. Haven't heard that song in forever. Alright, so this time they didn't murder me at the first turn. So it seems like I'm gonna play bumper cars with this guy. Yo! Phew! What was he doing? I was wondering why he was braking. You got that guy driving like it's chill track day, and he's 85 years old, so he's just cruising. It's a race, get out of the way. Woo! Almost lost it there. I don't know if my whip in the wheel in the background's audible, but I have force feedback like maxed out, so it feels pretty good. You gotta use a lot of muscle. Nothing like SnowRunner though. That game with the wheel was insane. I plan to do it again someday, but it's legit a workout. You can just get a protein shake for after that session. Even this, for example, I didn't work out today because I went out to lunch with a family member earlier. making up for it in a way. It's the perks of remote life for work. Flex remote, I should say. Not 100% flexible hours, but very flexible when there's nothing I have to do immediately. Where's first place at? He's up there just smoking us. Now shifted one too many, trying to just redline it the whole way through. Where is first place going? They're just gone. I'm only on the middle difficulty for this game too. I don't want it too easy, but I don't want it too hard. The AI can become complete BS for those. Either know or don't know. You put it on too easy, you like walk past them in like the first like 30 seconds of the race. Or even less sometimes, depending where you're starting from. And on the highest difficulty, they're just unrealistic as heck. They'll be like pouring rain, they'll be in like an 800 horsepower rear-wheel drive muscle car with like straight up like drag tires on it. They'll be taking turns like they're in a Bugatti on a dry sunny day. It's just like, what the hell? At least that's the way it was in Forza Horizon. I haven't tried it on this game yet. There might be an achievement related to doing it that I'll try to get at some point. Just start in first place and then just hold the line. I'm really trying to catch this person, but they're just gone.
3 remaining.
I got my tires touching the dirt. And there goes my controller again. I just completely forgot I gotta tap the controller every 20 minutes or this happens. I'm still audible. The game's not. Should kick in any second though. Like, is it even worth finishing this race? I'm not willing to take second place for the race. This AI is just bullshit. Where did he go? Is he in a friggin' like M3 or something? A whole nother car class above us? It's just gone. It's not even like reasonable. I'm getting sloppy because I just like, I'm just gonna, as much as I hate to do it, just no point in finishing it. I don't want to waste another 5 minutes doing laps just for that guy to be gone. Just because apparently we have a random AI who's just on a completely different level than the rest of the cars in the race. I shall move up a little bit. Well, I know I could have just taken second and called it a day. I'm trying to get first on every race. Pretty sure there's achievements related to that anyways. Rewinding would not have solved that problem. Appreciate the second like, by the way. Smash them, but I don't care at this point. That's why they want to start in 5th place, but instead of having to redo this again, we shall do so. Feel free to post in chat for shoutouts, channel discussion, random chat, yeah, whatever. Talk about the game, talk about cars, talk about movies. Anything goes, pretty much, especially because we're just cruising around. Yeah, I'm watching that movie No Hard Feelings tomorrow night. It's a movie night in my household, so we'll get some delivery. Then we'll get burgers tomorrow night. Get a burger, watch the movie, then enjoy a nighttime stream of some sort. Haven't decided what it'll be yet. Could be Dead by Daylight. I think Dead by Daylight was getting Chucky, like the actual doll Chucky. So I absolutely gotta get a match in with Chucky. As in, you know, trying to survive Chucky. I'd like to see that. There's obviously Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. We've been playing Warhammer 40k. Dead Island 2 just dropped a DLC, so I was actually talking to Cat, who I ran Dead Island 2 co-op with. If he's down, we might actually start playing that this Friday. It might only take one night if we do a 1, 2 to 3 hour session at least. People seem to get all the achievements done in 2 to 3 hours, so. I wonder if the guy behind me who keeps riding my bumper is the AI that was BS in the last round, last attempt at this. We'll see if they catch up. If they catch up, you know, they're that one BS driving time. Those who enjoy just general gaming or Call of Duty and stuff like that, we have quite a few new videos non-live on the channel. Next video is probably dropping Sunday because I'm not going to be streaming, so we figured perfect day to drop a video. And I think I'm going to do a mini montage from one of my Insurgency Sandstorm streams where I was just pooning people. It's one of my best performing games for PvP, without a doubt. A lot of epic moments, so goal is to have that dropped in a montage. Our mod McMaster threw together a COD video of MW3 where we were just pooning people in public lobbies. That's on the channel already as of 2 days ago, I think. Turn right here messes with me because that line right there makes me feel like I'm going, you know, out of the track allowed space. So it looks like a turn. Messes with me every time. This is a racetrack. Why is it paved like this?
Three left.
Better be flawless. Last time I'll ever drive this speed. Now you never know. I might show up another series, but probably not. My goal is to just get a bunch of custom builds for each series. See what's available to me in the next series. About 40-some minutes in, so we're not going to be able to complete Super Sport, but we'll at least get started next Thursday. I will continue it on and hop into maybe finish it and then go to online. Any one of our fans who have the game, we can see if we can get lobby going. Our mod McMaster has this game as well, so maybe we can get him to show up and some other viewers. to go. We're just at that phase where I don't even have to think about it. You kind of just drive. You just like zone out, but you're just cruising and holding your spot. It's definitely happened to me in previous Forza Motorsport games where you do enough races, you kind of just get slowly bored with it. I'm not there yet in this game. Probably because we haven't had a new Motorsport since, what, like 3 years ago? So last fall, or whatever that was Horizon 5, then before that was Horizon 4. I will say, Horizon 5 dropped a DLC that I was unaware of. It's the Day of the Dead DLC. I was actually in Mexico on Day of the Dead, so I went to a whole event for it and stuff. It's actually a pretty good show. And it was a buffet / show, so I can't complain. Had some quesadillas, you know, some tacos, and margarita. We weren't in Margaritaville though. But yeah, I have 100% completion of Horizon 5, achievement-wise. Same with Horizon 4, same with Horizon 3. And the DLC has quite a few achievements to it, so I'll begin tackling them in a few weeks. Right now, initially I was going to do Assassin's Creed Mirage Monday, Tuesdays till I beat it, and the MW3 campaign on Wednesdays, but I skipped a stream yesterday because I couldn't make it, but
One more.
I'm thinking of next week just taking MW3 campaign off. We focus Monday through Wednesday on AC Mirage, we finish it possibly next week. And the week after that we do MW3 campaign, which will take, you know, 2 to 3 days at most. Then after that I'll start tackling the DLCs. Horizon 5, High on Life, Dead Island 2, and eventually we get Fallout 76 Atlantic City that I want to at least check out for a stream, if not do some missions. Haven't enjoyed 76, but I've been to the real life Atlantic City many times because I live on the East Coast US, so I was there actually just under a year ago. It'd be cool to see the take of the game. Plus, you know, they might add casinos and stuff to Fallout 76. I mean, I would think they would have to. If not, it would just be stupid as heck. Get a refund. I think it's free, actually, if you have Fallout 76, so take that back. Get a refund on a free thing. It's that bad. Almost done. We got it.
Good work today. We finished P1.
Send a text real quick. Sorry about that. It's 5:45. I don't think Electrovolt's even left work yet. She just got promoted to a new job, but at the same time they wanted her to like start her new job while still working her old job and then fill in for someone else who's getting replaced or something. So she's just been working like insane hours. It's kind of annoying, but doesn't affect me tonight. My dinner's not for like an hour and a half anyway. We have another hour and 9 minutes-ish to go on the stream, so no rush. So next we're moving on to Super Sedans again. I probably will not be able to complete all of it. I'm going to take the first practice laps to learn the car, and then I may skip practice laps moving forward from there and just focus on the races, and we might get done maybe 3 or so. I don't think we'll be able to complete them all. So let's watch this little intro and then pick a car. Oh, dude.
For over a century, Germany has been at the epicenter of cutting-edge automotive engineering, building some of the very best sports sedans for 3 elite performance brands: the BMW M Series, the Audi RS Series, and the Mercedes-Benz AMG division. Each routinely delivers performance numbers once reserved for elite supercars, while surrounding the driver in handcrafted interiors of sublime luxury that's soon to be jettisoned as they're stripped out and built up to the ultimate level of blistering speed and razor-sharp handling.
So let's see. Real life, I have an S5. Not a new S5, an older S5, but I'm like connecting with that car already. The RS7's awesome. I wouldn't mind the M4. I definitely want a coupe. I'm not feeling a sedan. The M5 is, I mean, the M5, but everything else is A-class. That's the only S-class. Then I basically, I love all these cars. Yeah. I'm a Euro car fan through and through. I've always wanted an M. I always wanted AMG. I've had 3 Audis in real life. My first car ever was an A4. Then I had an S4, then decided to get an S5, and I've had that S5 for the last like decade. So my A4 was the worst. I think it was like falling apart by the time I got rid of it. But yeah, was older. So what can you do? Let's get the RS5. I have what's called phantom black paint on my real life car. I don't think they have my car in the game. It'd be nice if they did, but I'm gonna guess they don't. I'm actually gonna leave and do some painting on the car real quick. Actually, I want to check something. Let's see. Do they have my actual real life car in the game?
Welcome to the showroom. Here you'll find hundreds of cars by dozens of manufacturers.
Oh, the e-tron. That's awesome. Yeah, they don't have my car. Who's surprised? So we need to go design and paint. So just to mimic my real life car. Man, they don't have the silver mirror. My real life mirrors aren't chrome. Let's just put carbon. I've always considered putting carbon mirrors on my car, but just haven't done so. Especially because I feel like the silver mirrors that come on like an S model are unique to that car, so I've always been hesitant to touch it. Usually go with matte for the cars, but we'll try that. I'm just gonna break the rules on this one. Let's get some carbon rims on it. It's already got red caliper, let's leave it alone. tint. Alright, so we're going to Kyalami Grand Prix Circuit. We're not able to do those. SCHRs. CCR. CCRs look good though. Let's see everything stock except the rims, so I can get a feel for how this car feels stock. And then we can start modifying it heavily once we get some stuff unlocked.
Kyalami went through significant renovations recently, including a complete resurface. We shouldn't have much.
Let's try it out. Here we go. So another thing I'll do is my car's older, so I wouldn't mind getting like an Apple CarPlay upgrade for it. There's setups where you can add an entire Apple CarPlay screen on top of your normal screen, but then you lose access to all the normal screen stuff, which I don't want to lose. But I've seen other Apple CarPlays for my car where it'll like turn one of the buttons that usually used to be for something else into like a changing button where you can go between Apple CarPlay and the car system. I guess on what's displayed, it has like a 2-in-1 spot for it. I don't know. I have to look more into that, how it works. Oh shit. Ah. That was ugly. very well. Since we're in a practice run, just keep going. I'm pushing it really hard because I'm trying to learn its limitations. I just drove a Miata, which you can kind of just shove to the limit all the time with only, you know, intake exhaust modifications. This car handles it really well, but it definitely has a threshold. Almost done practice lap 2. We did much better on the first lap, but again, first time I'm ever driving this car in the game. I'm trying to just push it to the limit. Gotta learn some limitations before we get in that race. It also helps me figure out what upgrades I'm gonna need to put on it once we get out of the race. I feel like tires are key, and then the usual stuff. Front and rear sway bars. Suspension. Distracted because my dog got up when we heard the door or something, so I was trying to look at my phone to make sure I didn't have a package showing up. Sloppy right there at the end of the practice laps. I think I'm going to be in third if I start in 3, so I'll start in 3. Play it safe. Need that dub. This It's like a 5-lap race. Alrighty. We're getting some separation going. We gotta keep that because that BMW was accelerating on me like no other. If we allow them the chance to sneak up, they could definitely steal this from me. And that's probably why the game thought that the best I could do was third. But I didn't think about that launch, that Quattro launch for the win. The understeer is murder though. Rewind. Wrong button. I got carried away there. The game did warn me, but for some reason I never noticed the red, but I'm also being distracted by my dog because he keeps doing stuff over here. That was a stupid turn mistake right there. Only 4 laps of this one, I just realized. I'm so focused on just driving because this car is. It's an awesome car, but the modified Miata, I was so accustomed to it from driving it so much this stream and Sunday, which was our last one. Halfway through the race. It's like a pretty short race. But after doing the practice laps, it feels like you've been driving it forever. About to bite the dust. I'm starting to get really comfortable with this car. Knock on wood. I'm starting to learn its limitations, where it thrives.
Final lap. You got
Somewhat how I should be hitting the turns in it. Still a few turns that get me. Like this one. Not as bad that time though. I got carried away. I've been smooth sailing through this, but finally pushed it a little bit too far. It was bound to happen. It was my first ever race with this car. Been, surprised in both ways. Thought it would handle a tiny bit better than it does at certain times, but it definitely, at other times, excels compared to some of the other cars I've driven in the game. So. The understeer can get annoying around turns like that, though. And bamboosh, we are done the first race for Super Sedan.
Nice work out there.
Thank you, thank you. Those beamers would have had me if I didn't have that launch at the beginning of the race, hands down. I'm not gonna question that one. They don't do tire compounds. Seems to be key. Next, we have race number 2. We're going to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but we're doing the Grand Prix circuit. feel like tires will tremendously improve this car. I don't think we can do much else. I'll just wait. Tires it is for now. After this race, we'll do the roll bars, maybe springs. We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna skip the warm up just because to save time. We're 45 minutes out from the end of the stream. There's no way I'm gonna complete all 4 remaining races, to my knowledge, from experience.
The Indianapolis
Could happen,
Grand
but
Prix
probably
circuit
not.
has
So
long straights and
gonna
technical
complete as
twisting
many as we
sections,
can.
including the high-speed banking, where you'll need to keep your speed up and consistent.
So unfortunately, I have to start the race. Then quit. You get the idea. Why not do something real quick? My father just applauding my death. 150 miles per hour into a wall. It's like I'll lose out on XP and money, but at the same time, I also save like 5 to 10 minutes of my life in stream time by not doing your practice. So we shall skip. Just as I don't know this car yet, I'll still stick near the front end. Record that, please. It's getting beat up out here. I wasn't nice to them. What the hell? Why is there like a legit Grand Prix cars here, and then there's me and my like casual, you know, daily driver looking RS5. I really wish I would have had the screen working in the car. This guy's going off-roading. What the hell's going on? It's collision palooza back there. Trying to chase down this Benz with this understeer. functionality for daily driving, I definitely know the understeer is murder. It's killing me. I feel like they're facing way less oversteer than I'm facing understeer, so it's hurting me more because they're not oversteering as much. I'm doing terrible this race apparently, even though I have better tires on, because I'm trying really hard to catch these people who are just like in another fucking class of competitiveness.
Total time penalty is about a second.
I'm just gonna restart because we're never gonna catch this guy with this car understeering like this. Kind of disappointed by it. As much as I love the car, how it looks, this and that, this track experience is not living up to the hype. Especially with upgraded tires, which mean I'm getting more grip. It's like almost better that I didn't have grip before. Which sounds strange. Plus the last race, they were like cutting across the freaking grass and stuff, which technically should have been penalties because they were actually taking shortcuts. This time, I didn't see anyone go off in the grass, but there are a lot of people behind me, so in the race. Could be. Not my problem. We out. Be a little bit more forgiving on the turns. Stop trying to power through the turns because the understeers. I'm not used to this understeer now after driving that Miata. I'm really not. That thing did not have understeer. I don't believe anyone's there, but if anyone is, post a chat for a shout out during discussion. Had a few people hanging out at the beginning. And I got a little bit quiet as we got further in. bit of a sloppy right there. After this, we are halfway through the race. Need to offset the understeer. Oh, that's key. But also, we need more power. There's no point in adding more power with all this understeer, because we're just gonna understeer more with more power. Actually, it might get the traction a little bit looser, but that'd be a lot of power. I doubt we'll see a difference with like 20 horsepower, maybe 50 to 100.
Last lap.
Bam!
Good work out there. We finished P1.
Differential, flywheel, transmission, ignition, clutch. Next race is at Silverstone Racing Circuit, Grand Prix Circuit. 4 laps in moderate rain. That should be interesting. Before we get started here, I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break. Let me post in chat.
Multiple
TGS.
straights and high G-force corners. You will spend about
Intermission.
70% of each lap at
2-minute
full
break.
throttle.
That was right, 2-minute break. Chat. All right, 2-minute break starting now. BRB. my check. Back on comms. I definitely took more than 2 minutes. Sorry about that. We have just over 20 minutes left. But I may call it after this one. I feel like we've done a lot of racing today. Was it the 3rd out of 5? Was it the 4th race? Yep, 3 out of 5. There's no way we're getting all 5 done, so. I don't know what place I'll be, so I'm just gonna start in 3rd. Because, as we saw earlier, the other cars seemingly look a lot faster and just stop. I will play it safe. All right, here we go. Environment where the understeer doesn't attack me, and I think they're struggling from it to the point that they're like not even driving on the track. Look at that guy up front. Quattro, it's your time to shine. For that, but it's not like I was using it for my success. We were let off the gas entirely back then. It's a rainy ass day at Silverstone. You can see where I'm going with all the rain. Turn up them windshield wipers. finally caught up with me, all the rain in the game. Let's use the hydroplane. This much rain. Treacherous. I think this will be my last race. Be cutting a little bit earlier than I'd like to, but we're almost at 2 hours. There's no point. We won't have enough time for another race, is the moral of the story. I have a lot I gotta do later, so I can't be going over 2 hours. If I would have started on time, maybe, but 20 minutes late, so no. Appreciate the likes and the super chat again. Track conditions are getting just more slick as we go. Maybe it feels that way sometimes.
One more lap.
Yeah, we'll have like 9 minutes or less than 9 minutes left on the street clock after this race, so at that point I shall bounce. Tomorrow we're on Counter-Strike 2. Be a good time. Be on that. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night's games TBD. Have not decided what I'll be running yet. second you touch like the dirt, it's just over. There's a chance you can redeem yourself, but I swear most of the time you lose it. Especially if it's wet. It feels like you're on an ice skating rink back there in that turn. Bunch of stuff unlocked. We will continue Super Sedans next time. Just, we don't have enough time for another race because, you know, the race will take 10 minutes. The minutes to load in, blah, blah, blah. So I think we're at a good point here to call it. So go through our outro. Apparently I have 930 grand in the game, nice. We'll spend it on something at some point. Quick check. We're getting close to the 50 laps in the rain. So have to do another bunch of laps in multiplayer. 300 laps in multiplayer, jeez Louise. Yeah, we'll pop some of these achievements. Alright, so real quick, schedule's up on the screen. I mentioned CS2 tomorrow, it's all listed there. Supporter screen, shout out to main Suderies across the board, and for that Super Chat today, BVT on Patreon, Burkois, McMaster, Tyler on Super Chat. Appreciate the support. Otherwise, thanks for watching, like and sub, peace out.